Hey, what's up, card collectors? It's Ken with Ken's Cardboard, and it's time for another video. Haven't been making too many videos, just been really busy with work. Then when I was traveling, and then got sick from traveling. Got from my niece and nephew, got a cold, so I'm finally kind of getting over that. But baseball season's in the hot stove season. That's getting ready to start up here in February. Spring training, I'll probably go down there, maybe to Arizona for work, so maybe I have a chance to catch some spring training games. But football playoffs are currently happening right now, and there's no teams I'm really interested in watching too much. I'm rooting for the Bills to win a championship for the first time in their history, so go Bills. I'm just paying attention to hockey right now, and it's just a little bit past the halfway point in the regular season, and the Avalanche really weren't doing so good until this past week. They've won 4 games, so they got another game tonight here on Saturday, and I'll see if we can extend it to 5 games. They've made themselves back into the playoff picture. So they've had a lot of injuries and whatnot, and they just haven't had their full squad together playing together as a team. But they look like the Avalanche of old in the last 4 games. So I'm going to show some hockey cards today, maybe a couple things that I picked up. Some real cool Cale Makar stuff. Also, talk a little bit about, speaking of injuries, I'm going to talk a little bit about a book that I just finished, written by Dryden. So let's turn it around and check out the cards. All right, we're back, and it's snowing out today. Got a new bird feeder out in our backyard, and the squirrel can't figure out how to get into it. That's the whole point, Mr. Squirrel and Mrs. Squirrel. I got like 3 squirrels that live in our yard, and they keep eating all of our food. Not that we don't like the squirrels. We gave them some other food. We gave them some peanuts and a new peanut holder. But it's snowing out. Down in my basement, watch a little hockey. Got the Tampa Bay Lightning versus the Calgary Flames. It's 2-2. Getting ready to head in the middle of the second period here. Like I said, I'm going to show a little bit of hockey today. First off, I want to show a little package I got from my friend CW Card Wolf. He had a little giveaway, and he sent me some cards, and I appreciate that, CW. And let's check out the cards he sent along. Got a little prism action here of Sam Hilliard, who is no longer a Rocky. I think he went to Atlanta, or I can't remember exactly where he went. We got a little Herman Marquez prism action. He's still a Rocky. Probably their best pitcher. Got a little throwback Thursday of Clayton Kershaw. I'll go in the Kershaw PC. Got a little highlight action of Christian McCaffrey. Another 100 reception season. Who is now a 49er who are in the playoffs. They got a game tomorrow. There's a nice illusion. Christian McCaffrey. A little shiny. Then we got a Jonas Donskoy, no longer a Avalanche. That's from 2020, 21. Yeah, 2020, 21. We got Upper Deck Portraits. Martin Kaut, who's actually had some ice time this season with the Avalanche because they've had so many injuries. I think he's played like 20 games. And then we got a Cale Makar, 2020, 21. So you never have enough Makars. The Avalanche are still the 22 Cup champions. Now we're in 2023, but they haven't been knocked off yet. As I mentioned, Dryden earlier, he wrote a book called Game Change: The Life and Death of Steve Montador. And if you don't know who Ken Dryden is, if you're not a hockey fan, you're watching this. He's one of the best goaltenders in Montreal history. I think he got 6 Stanley Cups. He won a Conn Smythe, which is the MVP for the playoffs. He got 5 Vezinas, which is the best goalie of the season. And he's also written 11 books. He's an author. He's also been a politician in Canada. He was a member of the parliament from 2004 to 2011 and a minister of social development from 2004 to 2006. If you want to check out Dryden, he has had an amazing career. Mike Canadian Cards, that's one of his favorite players. So one of these days I'm going to pick me up a Ken Dryden card. Been looking at them on the Feebay, but haven't picked one up yet. I don't know which one I should grab. I'm not going to start out with a rookie, though. But he wrote this book, The Game Changed: The Life and Death of Steve Montador, and that book is about Steve Montador here. I picked up a card of his. This is the UD exclusives, what numbered out of 100. And this is from 2007, 2008. He was with the Florida Panthers at the time, but he also played for the Flames, and I think he also played for the Blackhawks. But Steve, he died of head injuries, I believe. In 2015, he died February 15th, 2015, at the age of 35. And the book, basically, it's a really good book. It explains kind of his life and growing up in hockey in Canada, and the many times he was hit. He's a defenseman. He just kind of those gritty players that just goes out and is a team player, and his teammates loved him. He had a lot of great friends, and including Sidney Crosby. He was friends with him. They would travel actually to Colorado in the wintertime and do training during the off season. But Steve, was one of those guys like in the NFL. They've also had several injuries from head injuries and doing a lot of investigation. The NHL has kind of ignored it and not brought it to light to it, but because of the NFL, they has brought more light to it. The NHL is starting to address it more. And one of the things that I saw an article in 2020, the NHL wanted Ken Dryden's notes to prove that the NHL was not responsible for Steve's death. But anyways, I just wanted to bring that book to your attention. It's called, again, Game Change: The Life and Death of Steve Montador. It was a great book, a great read. Taught me a lot about hockey, junior hockey, and everything else that goes up on Canada, and learned a lot about just hockey in general as a more recent fan of hockey. That's just pretty cool. So I was looking around to see what else was available on the Feebay, and I saw this really cool. I didn't even know this existed. I think Shane at Shoebox Legends mentioned something about this, but that Fleer Metal, which I'm very familiar with, one of my favorite baseball sets, created a hockey set too a couple of years. I think this is the 95, 96, and you can see like the Koufax kind of cool designs. There was, I think, different designs, but picked up this base Joe Sakic of that, and then there's also an insert of him. This is International Steel. Nothing really too cool about the craziness of this card, but just these are only like a buck a piece, so maybe a little bit more than that. And then there was also in that set, you could, I think, I don't know how you got it, but there was a kind of a redemption thing where you could get this Sky Mint card, which actually has a coin in here. It's a coin that's embedded in the card, which is really cool. I thought it was really cool. Don't see that too often in sets, but just thought I would pick up some more Sakic cards that didn't have in the collection. After I pick up Sakic, I always have checklists for Cale Makar in my eBay watch list. Picked up this rookie that I didn't even know existed, but this was a promotional from Upper Deck during the summer card expo up in Toronto, I believe, that they gave these away. So I think I paid like $15 for this. I think he had it listed for 20 and offered 15. And he took it. So didn't have that. They also sent along those cool artifacts of Phillip Grubauer, who is with the Kraken now. Or actually, the Avalanche are playing tonight. Actually, the Seattle Kraken. Then I picked up my first clear-cut card of Cale Makar. These things are tough to come by. And you want a Cale Makar, they're in the $50 range, but I ended up getting this one for around $20, $22. So that's my first clear cut of Makar. Love it. Definitely tough. They're not numbered, but they're hard to get. So love having that one in the collection. And then one of my hobby goals this year was to pick up a patch card of Cale Makar, and I found one from a dealer here in Colorado. So this is not it. This is the trilogy card from 2020, 21, or 2019, 2020. It says 2020, but it's called Rookie Premieres, but this is numbered out of $9.99. It's a foil card. Nice to add numbered cards of Cale Makar to the collection. I think I paid this in the somewhere in the $20 to $25 range for this one. Won that at auction on the eBay, but this is the card that I've been wanting to get for a while. Not this specific one, but a nice patch card of Cale Makar. This is from 2020-21 Black Diamond, and this is one of the insert sets there, the Exquisite Collection, numbered to 49. I think they also have a gold version of these that are numbered to 3, but this is a nice 3-color patch. I think from it was number 8, but that's an awesome card to get. Didn't have to think that the dealer had it offered up for $225, and I offered him $200, and he sent it to me. And that's one thing cool about buying from dealers is didn't have to pay any tax or shipping. Well, I did pay $5 for shipping, even though he lives locally. But that was a sweet card that I picked up for us, one of my goals already that I've met for 2023. So love that card. It's really cool design, and it's not his rookie year. Those things go for like $1,000, so it's a little bit out of my price range for a Cale Makar card, but just happy to pick that up. So I'm glad you guys stopped by, and hope you enjoyed looking at some hockey cards. I know a lot of you are baseball fans who watch my channel, but hockey is my second love behind baseball. And right now the Avalanche are doing well, and the Rockies suck like I can't even say it. I don't even want to say it. So, peace out, everybody. Have a great weekend. Go Avs.